This guy unexpectedly found a way to travel through time, which he used to try to get out of the friend zone, creating different realities each time he travels to the past. Before we begin, please like and subscribe if you like to watch movies in 10 minutes. So, it's November 1st, 2017, at Avery's engagement party. Noah, fascinated, watches her give her speech because he is deeply in love with her. Avery mentions that exactly 3 years ago she met the love of her life, which makes Noah remember that day, October 31, 2014. 3 years earlier, Noah attends a Halloween party, where all the guests are dancing in their costumes. In the middle of the party, a guy dressed as the Hulk accidentally bumps into Avery, which leads to Noah meeting her. Our friend quickly notices she is dressed as a character from one of his favorite movies, and she is really cute, which is why he decides to get to know her better. She tells him that her father is a military man, her favorite drink is grapefruit juice with vodka, and she has come to the party with her best friend Carrie, who is making out with a doctor. Bored with the party, Avery asks Noah if he wants to go somewhere else. Knowing she likes jazz, they head to the bar where Noah works as a pianist. While there, Avery asks if he knows how to play any Count Basie songs. He says no but shows her his great skill on the piano. There is also a photo booth in the bar, so after singing together they take some pictures. Then they go to Avery's place, where they play, eat cereal, and after Avery tells him she does charity work, he leans in to kiss her. Now back to the present. Avery is getting married, but not to Noah. She is marrying Ethan because that night she just hugged Noah. All these memories make Noah sad, so he starts drinking uncontrollably. He gets drunk and begins to vomit. Avery, worried about her friend, asks what is wrong, but Noah just blames the food. Avery then asks Carrie to take Noah home. During the ride, he pours out his heart to her, saying he has been in love with Avery for 3 years and thinks he will never get over her. The guys arrive at the address Noah has given, which isn't his house but the bar where he works. There, his best friend Max is hanging out. As soon as Max sees Carrie, he immediately tries to impress her, claiming he is a vice president at a company. Carrie shows no interest in Max and mentions she is a photographer and needs to leave because she has a photo shoot in the morning. Noah asks her to wait, as he still needs to finish his story. The day after meeting Noah, Avery went to the supermarket to buy cereal, since Noah had eaten all of hers, and that's where she met her Prince Charming Ethan. Carrie comments that maybe he just wasn't meant to be with Avery. After saying this, she leaves. Max takes Noah to the photo booth while he gets a taxi. In there, Noah accidentally activates a time machine, wishing he could have a second chance to do everything differently, and then out of nowhere, he wakes up in his house. He thinks it has all been a dream and goes to the supermarket. On the way, he sees kids in costumes, which is strange since Halloween has already passed. When he looks at the date on a newspaper, he realizes what is happening. He has traveled back in time. Despite talking to the supermarket employee about the date, the employee doesn't believe him, so he goes to see his friend. Upon arriving at the company where Max works, he notices his friend isn't a vice president yet. Through the window, Noah sees Carrie in the middle of a photo shoot, so he decides to go talk to her. Carrie doesn't recognize him, so Noah starts mentioning things he knows about her. Max arrives to calm Noah down because he is getting really agitated. Noah is surprised when he hears Max introduce himself to Carrie, says they were supposed to have met at the bar the previous night. Then Noah puts it all together. He has really traveled back in time, and has a second chance to win over Avery. Excited, he runs home, puts on a suit and dresses as James Bond to go to the party. This time, when the guy dressed as Hulk is about to bump into Avery, Noah saves her. Knowing everything about her, he uses this information to catch her attention. He mentions that he loves grapefruit juice with vodka and that she looks like a military brat. She is surprised when he guesses her father's job. They end up going to the bar, where Noah mentions that he loves Count Basie, and starts playing a song. After that, they take photos again, and then head to her place. Everything is going great until Carrie calls to say she is about to arrive. Nervous and in a hurry, Noah kisses Avery just as her friend walks in. Seeing Noah, Carrie immediately tells Avery that he was the crazy guy from that morning. Hearing this, Avery gets scared. She starts yelling that he hadn't guessed anything. He already knew because he was a stalker. Noah tries to defend himself as best as he can, but Carrie starts hitting him until he is knocked out. This brings him back to the present. Noah thinks the whole time travel thing has just been a dream, so he goes to apologize to Avery for throwing up in her bathroom. Ethan lets him in but doesn't recognize him. However, the girls do. They start screaming that he is the stalker from 3 years ago. Noah has to claim he has a bomb to escape. "I've got a bomb. He's got a bomb. I'm sorry my bee ruined your magical evening. Have a great life." When he gets home he wonders how on earth he traveled through time. Concluding that it was the photo booth's fault, he goes back to the place, puts in a coin and wishes to go back in time again, which actually happens. This time he asks Max for help, since his friend is good at seducing girls. Max tells him he has to act like a jerk. The more jerk the better, and he also has to do the Sigma face. After getting this advice they approach the girls. Max distracts Carrie so Noah can be alone with Avery. He starts acting like a jerk, which annoys her. She can't stand being with him, so she leaves, but Noah follows and keeps bothering her. Due to his behavior she pushes him into the pool. Noah doesn't get angry and kindly asks her to help him out. She agreed, and he took the opportunity to pull her in too. They started fighting in the pool, which incredibly ended in kisses, and afterward they went to Avery's place, where they spent the night together. This transported him to the present, where he found himself in bed next to Avery. He thought he had finally succeeded and was now her boyfriend, but in reality they were just having casual hookups, because he had continued being a jerk for the past 3 years. After getting dressed, Noah found out that Ethan still knew Avery, but this time they were just friends. Ethan was there to go running with her. Noah didn't want to leave them alone, so he decided to exercise with them, which ended badly. Carrie offered to treat his injuries with the first aid kit in her car while Ethan and Avery continued running together. This frustrated Noah, and he confessed to Carrie that he really loved Avery. They continued their conversation at a cafe, where she told him that if he was truly in love with Avery, he needed to change his ways. Avery would never take him seriously because she was looking for someone stable, someone she could marry and start a family with. These words gave Noah an idea. He decided to become like Ethan, so he went to the photo booth, inserted a coin and traveled back to the past again. The first thing he did was visit Max, as Max had to help him get hired at the office. As night fell our friend went to the party again. This time he prevented Hulk from pushing Avery, then approached her knowing just what to say, before inviting her to the jazz club. Only this time he wasn't the one playing. He had quit to lead a stable life. Avery liked this, and suddenly Noah was back in the present. In this timeline he had gained some weight, but was happy, because tonight it was his engagement party with Avery and he was now a millionaire. Everything seemed great to him. His dream had come true. Not even Carrie staying at his house could ruin his happiness. When he left his house he found his dream car. Avery told him to arrive early, since it was their engagement party. Noah agreed and went to work. When he got to the office he was surprised to find no one there, but then everyone surprised him with a party to celebrate his promotion. He was now a vice president. While talking to an important Chinese client, he realized he spoke perfect Chinese. Later Max asked to speak with him alone in his new office. There his friend accused him of betrayal, saying that Noah had gotten the vice presidency by being a bootlicker. Noah had begged the boss for the job, despite knowing this was Max's dream. Learning this saddened Noah. A little later his assistant told him he had to catch a flight for a meeting and that his schedule was packed every day for the next few months. Because of his job he arrived late to his own engagement party. To make matters worse, he tried to play some jazz but couldn't, because he had forgotten how to play the piano. He then found Avery with Ethan in the bathroom, as Ethan was now the one throwing up. To stake his claim, Noah kissed Avery and offered to take Ethan home. During the drive Ethan confessed to Noah that he was in love with Avery and had actually told her so. He knew it was wrong but felt they were meant to be together. Noah asked what she had replied. Avery had said she wished things were different. This response left Noah deep in thought. He returned home late at night and ran into Carrie. He asked her why Avery didn't love him. Carrie replied that although Avery didn't love him, she did care for him a lot. It wasn't that he was a bad guy, but sometimes there just isn't a connection between some people. Noah thanked her for her honesty and confessed that he enjoyed chatting with her. He understood that Avery deserved to be happy with the right man. That's why he traveled back in time, this time arriving at the party with Ethan, whom he introduced to Avery while he met up with Carrie. They quickly hit it off and had a great time dancing. A little later both went to the bar and as he played the piano he realized that Carrie also knew how to play. Noah asked if she liked jazz because of Avery, to which she replied that Avery knew jazz because of her. She had also made Avery's dress, and in fact everything Noah liked about Avery was characteristic of Carrie's personality. She then mentioned that she enjoyed going out tonight as she was just getting over a breakup. Later they all had fun taking photos together and suddenly Noah was back in the present. This time he was friends with Max again, although to his surprise he and Carrie weren't a couple. Desperate, Noah went to see Carrie, telling her that they were connected, that Avery and Ethan would always connect just like he did with her. She told him they hadn't seen each other in years and she was actually back with her. He confessed to her that the most significant and genuine moments of the past 3 years were spent with her. Talking to her made him realize that for everything to happen as it should, he needed to go back and change nothing. So he quickly headed to the bar, but upon arrival he found out that the magic photo booth was no longer there. This saddened him, and he spent his time drinking until Avery and Ethan arrived. They had been worried because he hadn't shown up at their engagement party after all. They were best friends. She asked him why he was taking photos in that machine when she had given him the one that was there before. This made him very happy, and he quickly went back home to travel to the past one last time, but this time without changing anything from the original story. This brought him back to the beginning of the movie at the engagement party where he was drinking happily. After this he met up with Carrie. He told her she looked good, and after a little chat he invited her to listen to jazz. She hesitated a bit but eventually agreed, which marked the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Thanks for watching.